So this morning, I think what we should do is make a water station outside for the bees. Because you know bees can't swim, right?
Yeah.
So if they land in a giant pool to drink a little bit of water, they could drown. We reused some old kitchen cake baking pans and went outside and grabbed some rocks, some shiny pretty ones. And then from our local craft store, we managed to get these beautiful glass square beads. We are absolutely the kind of family that likes to plan things. So before everything's made permanent and glued down, what we did is we laid out our glass square beads in a pattern and we planned out everything. So here we go. Let's show you how we made our plan and our lovely pretty pattern that we went with. Honestly, the sky's the limit when you come to the patterns. We decided not to break our glass bricks. They could have been smashed first. There's a lot of different tricks that you can use. Just pick something that appeals to you and a pattern that you like and you feel like the bees would be attracted to. Ooh, so pretty. Okay, now that we're happy with our pattern, it's time to get the Gorilla Glue out and dampen the surfaces. First with a little bit of a cloth, and you lay down a nice thin layer of glue, which will then have your glass bricks firmly placed down and attached. Alright, everything's down, it's time to set the glue. Now what I did is we used a second cake pan and we used all of our pretty shiny rocks. No, this is not their final home, peeps, but we use them as additional weight and pressure. So Gorilla Glue typically calls for you to clamp things together for a minimum to 1 to 2 hours. What we did instead was applied a weighted pressure. We started at 1:30 in the afternoon and we took it outside, get our heaviest, fullest toolbox and popped that bad boy on the top. And we waited and we waited and we waited. We waited until after 5:30 p.m. When we removed the top layer, we noticed that underneath the Gorilla Glue had kind of leaked through. Using a sharp utility knife and the help of Mom, aka the adult, we gently and carefully cut around the outside of the glass bricks, freeing up any additional chunks or overflow of the Gorilla Glue that escaped the surfaces that they were required to glue down. Remember kids, if you're trying this at home, always get the help of an adult when using a sharp blade or utility knife to perform this kind of work. So today we added a little bit to our little bee watering holes and we decided to make a kid-friendly version with adult help and supervision. The Gorilla Glue is really dangerous, so you need to wear gloves or have an adult help you with it. For our family, it worked best just for Mom to help out with the gluing part. So we're going to give you a little walkthrough on how to make a mini version of the bigger version of what we're making. For the base, we actually used mason jar lids. And then we used our pretty glass beads, our shiny rocks, and some other beads. And last but not least, the Gorilla Glue. Here's my little guy hard at work, making his forest-inspired little bee watering station. Notice the green, the blues, and the earthy tones. Here's my princess. She wanted to do a water-themed one, so she went with light blues, blues in general, and turquoise colors to remind herself of the water. And I couldn't resist. I had to make an emerald shiny one for myself. Hey everybody! So it's day 3 of the Bee Water Station project. And I know that sounds like a lot, but when you're looking at things like Gorilla Glue, you have to allow for drying time. So a lot of this time it's just been kind of sitting under a toolbox with all that weight applied, making sure that the glue is completely adhered and completely set before we take anything apart or put any water in it. Cool part is, this morning we get to add the water and actually water the bees. To fill your bee watering station, what we used is a teaspoon of sugar inside a jug of water. Gently pour your sugar water over your glass beads and into your container. You just want a very, very thin layer on the top of the glass. That's when you know to stop. Now we're going to add our final addition, all those cute little kid mini versions. What we decided to do is use them as another top layer to give our bees more watering stations and more access to water in a safe manner. There you have it, guys. We've created our own little bee watering station. And it's super pretty. The kids and I would love it if you made one of these and posted your pictures, maybe did a video, link it to our YouTube channel so we can share with everybody else. Here's our beautiful station in action with our vegetables. Come on in, bees. Don't forget, guys, if you like this video, leave us a comment, give us a like, and hit that subscribe button because we're going to be back with more. Much love.